angry guy here, and black women are crying on social media because black men are avoiding them. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Black women are crying on social media because black men are avoiding them. I want you guys to look at this comment that was left on one of my videos titled Girl Bosses Are Going Broke and Crying on Social Media. A black woman was absolutely furious when she saw this video. She responded by saying, "Businesses fail all the time. It's only 41 million of us in the black community. Are you seriously getting sick satisfaction off your own community economic decline?" So this video is to tear it apart through mocking. You will answer to Yah for this, and on Judgment Day. Uh, this is not my community, but I do enjoy seeing the black women who destroyed this community having to answer for their actions. That's the honest to goodness truth. There was a time in my life when I just had a hard time understanding. I looked at the black community, I just couldn't understand the black community. I was like, and I did not know what black men were going through. I thought all black men were like Tyrone, Ray Ray, and Pookie. I did not know that a lot of these black men had been suffering under the tyranny of Tyrone, Ray Ray, and Pookie. And I didn't comprehend that there were the decent black men, and then there were these bad individuals that had destroyed these communities alongside the single mothers, you know? And as a result of that, that's why the communities are in the state that they are in today, which is essentially virtually non-existence. They're just basically shells where these evil individuals are running wild. And I look at honest black men who are walking away from these communities, going overseas to start new lives. They're marrying Filipinas, Latinas, Japanese ladies, but anything that is not American. And I absolutely commend them, and that has led to my gaining a lot of respect and admiration for these men and seeing what they're accomplishing and achieving. Let's continue reading this. So someone responded to her by saying, "Truth tends to hurt a lot when you are down. Some woke up, some still a blur, some still say it's all men's fault. Need to look harder past the mirrors." She then responds with fury, "What truth your delusional versions of other people's realities, particularly black women's. The fact black men constantly need a come up of putting black women down tells everyone in the world the real problem. Y'all are spiritually deceased. You do not know Yah. We are his special creation for you when you claimed you were lonely. This is how you VP create his gift to you. You wake up, call is coming on Judgment Day." Jesus Christ. Y'all. So these black women are now calling God down on black men for walking away from Western society and women in Western society, for leaving these women and to chat to Tyrone, Ray Ray, Enrique, Miguel, Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. They can't get enough of Little Pancho. Little Pancho with his fat little belly. How many times has Little Pancho been laid up in their house, up in their bed, drinking tequila, kicking up his little feet, eating a taco with carne asada, pollo, little Pancho, and then after he's done, he does not even shower. He just starts clapping them cheeks, just like clap, clap, and then he goes to sleep after he's done. He tires himself out, and then sometime between then and a couple of hours, he gets dressed and he walks out. And sometimes, even a lot of the times, a lot of black men would run into Little Pancho, and they don't even realize who Little Pancho is. They didn't even realize that he was in their house, just You know, he's there acting like he was there to deliver a package or some foolishness, and that's really it, you know. And this guy, like I said, little Pancho is not even 46 years old yet, and he has children who are almost 30. So you really need to think about that very, very carefully. You have to think about that very carefully. Little Pancho already has many grandchildren, many grandchildren. Okay, and soon he's gonna be a great granddad. Soon he's gonna be just give us a little bit of time. He's gonna be a great granddad. Okay, little Pancho isn't messing around. But as you can see, guys, these women are crying their eyes out. You know, look at this video. Let's check this video out right here.
No man, and guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I don't need no man. I'm young. They always say your 20s is the best days of your life, baby, and I'm gonna have a motherfucking ball. I ain't gonna be on a roller coaster.
And look at what the video is titled: "Me Knowing Damn Well I Want a Man." Lo, these women will never admit to their ways. They will never admit to the fact that they messed up. They will never take any accountability. They will drag other women down with them. Oh, come on.
6 years old, and while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything, it dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. Being single and 46 sucks. It just sucks. And I make jokes about buffoons that I have been encountering in dating, but in reality, this is my reality.
All these women out here who adapt this feminist ideology and think that men ain't shit and that they're strong and independent, that they can pay their own bills and carry their own weight and have their own careers, they will all face this exact same reality right over here, man. Oh man, don't nobody want to be alone when you got health issues. Believe me when I tell you, man, your friends, they ain't really gonna be around there. You know, but a man is gonna be there for you 24/7, looking out for you and taking care of you.
I'm telling you guys, these women, you know, they thought this was a game, and now they messed around, and now they're finding out. And you know what's interesting? It's not just that. You have women who are now making videos saying things like, you know, female friendships are a myth. Like, let me jump into this video.
Start off this video by asking you a question. When was the last time you spent time with a good friend? If you're like me, it has been months and months, and I would blame it on becoming a mother, but honestly, even before I got pregnant, I hardly hung out with the one good friend I have, and we for a while lived 10 minutes away from each other, walking distance. A little pathetic, I know. And unfortunately, I'm evidently not the only one who deals with difficulty towards friendships. Videos about how people only have 2 friends or 1 or even 0 started becoming popular a few years ago, and they're very popular because so many people relate. And I don't think this loneliness is necessarily only due to difficulty, isolation, and general busyness. It's also due to apathy. I don't think people care that much about having friends anymore to our own detriment, because if we did, we'd prioritize it more. I think we all kind of know deep down that it's sad and disordered to not prioritize human connection, and yet here we are. So what on earth went wrong? How did we get here? Well, I realized while writing for this video that growing up, we widely don't have to put effort into either finding friends of our age nor maintaining friendships. Kids of our age who then became our friends were simply conveniently, automatically where we needed to be each day. At school, at the Boys and Girls Club, sports teams, choir, etc., etc. There was likely no thought in it whatsoever on our end as to where we were going to be on any given day, because our parents just plopped us wherever we needed to be, and then we inevitably form connections with the kids around us. Of course, we often hung out outside of those functions, but we didn't even need to find the time to communicate that we wanted to hang out somewhere else. We'd simply ask our friends if they wanted to come over after school, or sleep over on Saturday, during class, or during recess, chess club, etc. Now we have to take the time to communicate beforehand, which is simply not a practice or habit we cultivated throughout our entire childhood, up until 18, when you graduate high school and everyone finally starts to make decisions for themselves every day, and everyone thus ends up at different stations in life. Now, adult friendships require appointments. How I ask someone to hang out is almost exactly how I schedule work meetings. Hey, are you free anytime through the end of the month? If so, what days work for you? Could you do a lunch? Oh, okay, so between exactly 4:30 and 6:30 p.m. we can meet up? Okay, sounds good. We also didn't need to provide a means of transportation to see our friends. We had our school buses and our parents to drive us, or we lived close enough to just walk over. We didn't have to think about where to hang out or worry about providing a place to hang out in. We either, spend time with each other at school or at home. We often didn't have to worry about providing snacks or food. We didn't have to think about what to do together because we either had homework or just our imaginations as kids. Life was just a lot more flexible and simple and magical as kids before we started to make our own decisions, before we got jaded as adults, before we started to have more time-consuming responsibilities. And of course, without those things, life is typically much less hostile in regards to forming and maintaining connections with other people. Also, as innocent kids, we typically don't hold to any religious, political, or philosophical belief.
So, guys, the title of this video was actually The Myth of Female Friendships. And, to make a long story short, because she's being quite a bit long-winded, the fact of the matter is that female friendships are absolutely fragile and they are almost non-existent. A woman will say that they have, that this other woman is their friend, but women have very few really good friends because female friendships are extremely fragile. And it's the honest to goodness truth. If we look at some of the comments on this video, and I don't want to go too far into it, you'll see that, someone said, we need to stop calling anyone our friend just because we get along with them. Share interest and talk to them a lot doesn't mean they're our friend. And here's another interesting video. I really like your take on male to female friendships. This is a married woman. Why does she want to have male friends? I usually hear one or the other extreme. 100% you can be friends with guys, or it's impossible. Someone is bound to catch feelings. But I think you're right. While there may be challenges, holy friendships between members of opposite genders are possible in Jesus. Guys, this is a form of monkey branching. This is monkey branching. So later in the video, she basically alludes that men and women can absolutely be friends. You mean resources, right? Men can be resources. Although in my experience, these friendships tend to come about more organically, and there is a firm boundary in place preventing anything more than platonic friendship. E.g., he is a significant other of a close female friend. Guys, this is such crap. Such crap. Here, another comment. This video makes me feel less alone. I can initiate a connection with a female, but get in my head about it afterwards. Does she want to be my friend? What will we do / talk about? Thank you for sharing these tips. I will implement a few, especially now that I know my behavior is natural and that other females are trying to find long-lasting friends too. The truth is, guys, female friendships are fragile, and as men are walking away, they see that men are leaving society. They see that men are basically taking their ball and going home, and they realize that this is it. And of course, they're going to bring Jesus into it, like it's biblical. It's biblical. We could be friends in Christ. Get the heck out of here. And there's proper boundaries in place. In other words, when you need something, you can call on this man. And if your marriage starts to break down, then you can monkey branch over to this guy. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Black women are crying on social media because black men are avoiding them. I want to know your thoughts regarding everything we discussed here today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.